Here's some advice on managing injuries while running, what's normal discomfort, what's okay to observe and keep going with, and when it's best to stop. We suggest you first look up some basics, like number 1, a dynamic warm-up routine, and number 2, a good cool down and static stretches after running, or using a foam roller if you've got one. If it's a new activity for you, or you've not run for some time, start with run-walk intervals and build up time, distance and intensity slowly. It's also good to begin with somewhat flatter routes rather than hills right away. If you do notice an old injury, being irritated after a run, this is probably okay if it's only mild soreness and only for 12 to 24 hours. If this happens, use ice to settle any mild swelling and keep it gently moving by changing positions regularly and using stretches and mobilizations. We'd advise not running every day if this is the case and doing a different form of lower impact exercise like yoga, Pilates or cycling on those off days. If you're feeling symptoms while you're running, listen to your body, but generally we'd say if pain comes on at a mild level at any stage during your run, or if it's there before you start, it is okay to keep going as long as it's staying at that mild level and not escalating. It's also normal to feel generally quite stiff after any new or increasing activity. We call this delayed onset muscle soreness, or DOMS, so don't worry. This is usually most noticeable in the 2 days after exercise and should generally feel more like a stiffness or mild ache rather than sharp pain, spasms or swelling. When should you seek advice? Number 1, if strong pain flares up in a new area or a previous injury. Number 2, if symptoms irritated by running aren't routinely settling within 24 to 48 hours. Number 3, if pain coming on during the run is worsening the more you do it. And number 4, if a large and obvious swelling is presenting or it's significantly affecting the movement of that joint or area. This doesn't mean that running is going to be off the table forever, but your healthcare professional can diagnose any issues and give you exercise to manage the symptoms and to give you a progressive strengthening regime to increase the capacity of the area to safely handle loads and forces over time. I hope this has been helpful and please feel free to DM if you've got any questions.